Checking in with Mayor Kevin Davis to see what's happening in Brantford. You've had a lot happening in the last month. Big Costco opening.
Yeah, we had a Costco, our first Costco, open last.
Does that mean you're getting a second?
Well, who knows, right? I mean, we could get a second one. I mean, it only took us 12 years to get this one, but no, it opened up last Friday morning at 6:15. And
we were there.
Yeah, so I had to be there to do the ribbon cutting, and I got there about 5:45, and there were already like 400 to 500 people lined up to get into the store, and I actually couldn't get through them to get up to the entrance, so I had to tell them, if you want this store open, you better let me through to get to the ribbon cutting. So immediately they parted way and let me in. But it was
your strong mayor powers?
My strong mayor powers, parted the way of all the grocery carts. It was actually just simply reasoning with them. Okay. They wanted the store open, but it was, you know, the upbeat tempo and the vibe, it was just great. People were really excited because not only is it all the great deals you get at Costco, especially for families that are feeling the pinch, that's important. But it's kind of like a vote of confidence in your community because Costco, multinational corporation, they don't open up stores in cities that are in decline. They open their stores in cities that they see or perceive as growing and having a good future. So it's kind of a vote of confidence in your community.
And what does it bring? I want to ask you, because when I was watching that, I'm like, what about small businesses in the area? Like, has there been pushback from that? Are they...
Well, it's interesting that where it is right beside the Linden Park Mall, which has a number of small businesses in it, and the mall was very interested in having there because what a Costco does, it brings in a lot of people into your community, you know, from Haldimand, from Norfolk, from Oxford, parts of Cambridge, and so you're bringing a lot more people into that shopping area, that shopping center. So it does do that. Plus, I mean, Costco doesn't sell in small lots, right? So you have many people that will come in, they'll go to Costco to get the big package of 10 of whatever, and then when they need something, you know, smaller items, they'll go to the other stores in the area. But, you know, we'll have to see just exactly what the impact is, but I think generally speaking, overall in terms of the local economy, it'll be a big plus.
Because you've got jobs coming in and millions in tax revenue. Yeah,
well over 200 jobs, and they're really well-paying jobs, way above minimum wage. There's very little turnover in Costco, great benefits, a lot of employee loyalty, and also Costco is very charity-minded. They're already, the manager was asking about a number of local charities, especially those with an emphasis on helping youth. And so they're already quite involved in the community.
Okay.
So it's a great story.
Let's get to your take on the Notwithstanding Clause issue with encampments. You want more emphasis on mental health assistance.
Yeah, for me, that should have been the priority from day one of this crisis, because we know underlying it is in many cases a serious mental health issue, and also a lack of treatment facilities for those that have addiction issues. And so now we're, you know, great, the province is now beginning to expand the treatment hub system, but, you know, this should have been done 10 years ago. There's, you know, I'll tell you, there's one person that I've seen all summer in downtown Brantford. He clearly has a serious mental health issue. Like, when I've talked to him, you can tell he talks about being attacked by dragons and demons, and he gyrates and he's pretending like looks like he's fighting these demons, and it's really scary. And he's been living on the street all summer, and the mental health system just can't handle it. The Mental Health Act is really not designed to deal with that. And so that's why we've really pushed hard, a group of mayors, that, you know, this Mental Health Act has not been reviewed in 35 years. It needs to be reviewed in light of current circumstances and also the resources. Our mental health system, the addictions treatment system, needs to be expanded exponentially to deal with this problem.
We've got a minute less. Of course, the cost of housing is a huge issue in the encampments as well. And you're one of the few communities in Ontario that has rent geared to income.
Yeah, rent geared income is really critical if you're going to address the housing need, and that's for people. It could be seniors on a fixed income, it could be somebody on Ontario Works or Ontario Disability. They cannot afford to pay market rent, and so they need rent that's geared to income. Generally, it's municipalities that are providing that kind of housing. You do have some nonprofits that do it, but few and far between. And that's the pitch that I make to the provincial and federal governments. Give us some consistent funding to help us, because the last development we did a year ago, federal and provincial governments contributed 50%. The one we opened a month ago, 2.5%. How do you, as a municipality with a property tax base, how do you plan for that? It's really challenging.
Yeah.
So it could be a big help if the higher levels of government would give us consistent, predictable levels of funding, and we'll build more.
Okay. Our time is up.
Already.
Okay, we'll see you in a month, and we'll get the links up to the City of Brantford on our website, chch.com/morninglive.